Hey folks, GHondo here, and welcome back to Auction Not Included. This is episode 60. In the last episode, I don't want to talk about it, and when that rocket came back, it had smashed through the bunker doors, and I, at the time, thought it might be just an autopilot thing, but I got thinking later, maybe we just, rolled the 46% and failed it, so I think I'm actually going to put in at least one more. I don't know if I need a lot more, but at least one more. This won't show me how good it's going to be. So maybe over here somewhere. Yeah, that should do. That gives us... In fact, I could probably do two of them, actually. Probably one maybe here and then one over here. That would be even better. Yeah, let's forget that one. Yeah, so I think that might have been the problem. Again, it might be an autopilot thing, possibly. The other thing I want to do is I'm going to just not do all this oxygen line. It is absolutely 100% not necessary. These algae terrariums are doing an absolutely smashing job in here. So there's no need to be pumping in oxygen. And technically speaking, I could even just, grab some carbon dioxide and let them just process it, but either way, there's no value whatsoever in bringing in oxygen. Which means I suppose I could get rid of all this pipe. Make sure that's set to gas pipes and only gas pipes. There we go. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Technically I can get rid of you, and not that that makes a huge difference. Still nobody's getting down here, huh? Okay. Oh, and we were researching the rad bolt plates. Now obviously our new researcher, Bubbles, can't do that yet. But as per usual, my helpful mod here that lets me queue up research, when I load the game in, it always drops the one I'm on. I don't know why that is, it's really annoying. But it probably works out well anyway, because Bubbles can't do that research yet, because he's not high enough to have this. So we will instead find something else, something he can hopefully actually research. Is there anything that sounds useful? Well, you won't be able to do that, or that. Or that. So this might be more a case of what can you do more so than what would be useful. Okay, that one you can do. Alright, well it's not exciting, but do it anyway, just for the practice. The sooner we get Bubbles some skill points, the sooner he can actually do this stuff over here and then later get back into rocketry, so. Because even though she has a passion for it, she doesn't actually know how to do it, so. I couldn't put her on the rocket even if I wanted to. Now, what I do need to do, though, is... Oh, that's right, I put everybody on, not just the ones that are supposed to be on. Okay, never mind, so this actually doesn't matter. That's right, I was originally going to lock it to Ruby, Nicola, Absurdities, and at the time, Stinky. Maybe I still will, even though it's the same. That way at least I know, should I ever change my mind and let only certain people through again, that I know which ones it is. How are we doing on oxygen? Well, it's improving. Having these things active and pulling out the extra carbon dioxide is helping. But it's still not a great area. How are we doing temperature-wise here? Oh, it's actually like very cool in here. Okay, I think we can actually take one more ward out. Very good. That's very good. Somebody would like to come and do that, please? That would be spectacular. That frees up a wart for over here somewhere. Do I have any other ones queued up that I've forgotten? Well, maybe not. In fact, we already had an excess seed, so I definitely do not have that many queued. Looks like around here could kind of use one. Oh yeah, down here would definitely use one. Okay. Or maybe just right here, I guess. Right beside the compost. Because this thing actually does give off a bit of heat, I think. Yeah, it does, so that would be a good spot for one. Okay, there we go. And where else would we like the other wart? Definitely not here. Maybe over here somewhere? Could I get it in here somewhere? so that it helps here without the rat bolt plate. Or maybe I just put it here anyway, just to cool this area. Oh, they finally got rid of that bit, so I can get rid of these. I think I may have cut it out of yesterday's video, but there was one single square of leftover tile here, and I had ladders here, but they still, even though it showed that they could get to it, they just weren't getting to it. So I gave them those ladders there. But yeah, where should I put this other wart? Maybe I'll just put it here for the plans of putting the rad bolt plate here. So even though this section doesn't need the cooling, well no, it doesn't need it at all. It really should go up here, just for the cooling. So maybe I move this, put it, you know, here, for an example. We'll have to move this. Oh, I guess I can just go there. Yeah, that's fine. Right, I'll just put you there. Yeah, I guess I need to plug it in. That would be helpful. There you go. Of course, it'll seem kind of strange to have a farmed-in one and a naturally planted one side by side, but that doesn't really matter. Anyway, you are going to shoot straight into here. Oh, hang on a minute. Before I do this, the whole point of this was it was shooting up, so if it wouldn't hit anybody. If it shoots across here, it could hit people running across here. Okay, no, we're not doing this. We are not 100% doing this. No, you are going back where you were. This can just go back to being a... No, I can't overwrite that the other way. Interesting, okay. Yeah, no, you just go there, thank you. Sorry for the confusion, guys, but that's not going to work. No, we're not going to worry about getting extra rad bolts. We're just going to do it for the temperature. So I can just go there, that's fine. That will be fine. I'm not going to risk injuries just for a little bit more rad bolt production. Thanks, but no thanks. So I clearly do not need more warts, and I don't think I even really need more oxys. So I really don't know what I'm getting here. Could start getting oxylite to use that instead of fertilizer. Well, I think it's the same quality anyway, I think? I'm not sure now. Anyway, I'll find something. Oh, okay, yeah. Why don't I just grab more glass? And then I can put in more solar panels. I guess I kind of blocked this one a little bit, but that's alright. Kind of blocked that one a little bit with the placement of this, but that's okay. Am I going to go up, or am I just going to carve all this out? You know what? I think I might just dig all this out. I'll just put you... Yeah, that would go there. I know I can't build it. I'm just doing it for a spacer. And you're going to go there. We're just going to dig all this out. Yeah, that'll be good. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to build the actual solar panel until I get yet another rack of glass, but that's totally okay. I do need this automation wire, though, to get across to it. Now, am I going to cut all this or just go over it? I'm probably just going to go kind of over it. It's too far. Like that. Yeah, I'll just ladder this. We'll ladder this bit. And just carve all this out. We'll be done with it. Okay, there we go. Also, don't worry about this building entombment. That is on the asteroid that we technically can teleport to. I don't know how they know this, that something is blocking that teleporter. We've never touched it, we've never dealt with it, we can't see it. I have no idea. But somehow they know. They're very clever. There we go. I don't actually technically really need this stuff yet. Although, could I just use that? I mean, it doesn't matter, I've think I've pulled vacuum here anywhere very close to. So there shouldn't be any entombment anyway, but I suppose that could have worked. If I just put a robo miner here somewhere just to dig this and keep it clear. Yeah, it's interesting. And a payload opener. Well, we aren't at a point where we're bringing payloads back yet, so that doesn't matter, but that's still kind of neat. Oh yeah, this is almost a vacuum. It's very close. And once it's completely a vacuum, then I can actually just leave these open, doesn't matter. So I guess these scanners really aren't that important either. Ah, silliness. I'm doing things to prevent one problem and then immediately find a way to get around it without doing it in the first place, so it's very silly. I also don't know what I'm going to do with this little gap here. I guess it doesn't really do anything. Oh well. Oh well, that's okay. So it's not the absolute most efficient use of space, but it's fine. Is there any other research I can get Bubbles working on? You take Radbolt research. You at least don't take the orange. Oh, there we go. Again, I don't need this. I don't think I've ever used this. I don't even know how to use it. Doesn't matter. It's something for Bubbles to research as practice. Okay, so 20.6 in between the warts. I gotta try and remember that so I can check it in a couple days and make sure I'm not like freezing this place out slowly. Because if it drops anymore, I can actually take one more wart out. And if it hovers about the same, then I can just leave it as is. Clearly do not still have enough oxygen happening here though. So I might need another algae terrarium. That should help a fair bit. Okay, we're just waiting on some water. And then the air quality here should start to improve. Speaking of water, how are we doing in this tank? It's about half, that's alright. Might need to kick my Steam version on, or maybe it's time to just prioritize this a bit more. Okay, so this section got dug out. Interesting that it shows you where the rocks were. That's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. Well, I'm curious. I know why the ice isn't going, but why isn't the clay and rock coming here? Is the line full? No, the line's not full in the slightest. So why is this stuff not migrating into here? I just use that rock as an example. Yeah, we absolutely are allowing it. Is it a... Ah, it is. It's a priority thing. You're trying to prioritize them equally, whereas I do want stuff to migrate, so this has to go like that. Got it. Okay. There we go. Because we absolutely might as well have all that clay and rock and such coming down here, where it can be put into these bins proper. You haven't got skill point. You have gotten a skill point. I didn't notice. Excellent. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter which order I do these in. So congratulations. Have a better hat. So that's something we haven't seen in a while. There you go. Awesome. Alright, new printable. Again, I have no idea what I might want, but I'll be back with something. Probably glass, but something. Oh, I might not even cut that. That was very quick. There we go. That is their next solar panel done. And these solar panels, obviously, I don't technically need them. It's just the more of them I have, the less we draw off of here, which in turn saves gas and coal. So it's not a requirement, it's just save resource. Anyway, I was seriously considering putting in another oxy somewhere. Maybe over here, just to help all this bit. Yeah, we're okay for food, so I think we are safe to... Actually, do they have to be... Yeah, they have to be hydroponics, so I can't just do that one. No, that's fine, we'll just do one of these. That'll be fine. There you go. And we can probably snip this again. There's that research that we didn't want or need, but it was there strictly for training purposes. Is there any more training type ones? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, in that case, yeah. I guess we're just gonna have to pick one of these and let Bubbles work on it. As much as she can, anyway. Yep, just do what you can. Does this give any indication of how close they are? Okay. 4,000 experience. Well, I don't know how long... I don't know how much you gain just working on other stuff, but hopefully that's enough. Right, this was 20.6, I said, in between them, and it is now... Okay, it's going back up. Okay. Alright. So I think I kind of need basically 2.1 warts here, which obviously isn't going to work, but it just means at some point I may have to put a third wart back in eventually. Even with this terrarium, this still doesn't look very good, does it? Yeah, no, it still looks terrible. So even with 2 terrariums and... Well, it's a planted oxy, so it's not doing much, but either way, 2 terrariums is clearly not enough. Alright. Well, the air doesn't have to be great, it just has to be usable. We also don't seem to have a lot of hydrogen anymore. So is it maybe time to either start vacuuming out carbon dioxide just to let it spread a bit more, or to start actually producing hydrogen? Because we do have... I believe it was called the Electrolyzer? Yes. Yeah, so I could crack water to get hydrogen and oxygen out. Might not be a bad idea. Where is the closest water? Not very. So it's going to be quite the trip, either bringing water down here to do it, or doing it up here and then bringing the hydrogen down. So there's going to be a lot of piping, regardless of which way I do it, but that might not be a bad idea, because there just isn't all that much hydrogen in here anymore. And we need the hydrogen to make plastics. Well, let us start by getting some more water in here, and then let's start working on an electrolyzer. So you do take power, and then obviously the water. So I guess it doesn't really matter where this lives. Let's put it here, just as good a spot as any. Was heavy water? That's fine. Okay. Now, water in can basically just come straight off of this same line that's doing the hydroponics, right? So that's actually pretty easy. Now the ventilation out, you don't actually ventilate out, you just release it. So we're going to have, ew, that's not so good. We are going to have hydrogen getting stuck here. That's not ideal. That is thoroughly not ideal, guys. But okay, we can work with it. Because we know the hydrogen is going to be floating upwards, so as long as we capture it immediately, it'll be fine. Now, what do I do with the piping, though? So it's going to have to be filtered, but I kind of want to just get it away from here and then deal with that somewhere else. Really isn't a lot of room for pipes over here, is there? Unless I bridge and split all of these and then just run it across. That seems terrible too. Maybe I'll just run a pipe all the way down like this. And put in a filter down here somewhere. Maybe? Seems kind of terrible, doesn't it? I suppose I could. I do just put a filter here. Filter out. Or do I need maybe 2 filters? Because I could get carbon dioxide possibly as well. So I think I actually need 2 filters. Ew, this is messy. This is messy. But I'll I'll make this a hydrogen line. So it's got to go all the way over here somewhere. God, this is such a mess. If I get all the way down here, I can bridge it pretty easily, so... Alright, so if this is hydrogen, yeah, that's going to be there. We just have to bridge across that and vent it somewhere here. Wherever there's a spot, doesn't really matter where. Good enough. Okay, so that will be hydrogen. This one could just be filtering oxygen. Oh, this is such a mess. That bridge is not going to be in a good spot. Oxygen will be here. Yeah, oxygen will be here. If I bridge break this line, and then this line currently when it hits here will be hydrogen plus any leftover carbon dioxide. I did this part here wrong. Let's fix that. There we go. And then by the time it gets there, anything that's still in there is probably just carbon dioxide, probably, but I'm not certain. So I'll just vent it and forget about it. Okay, so oxygen, hydrogen. That will be the plan. Okay. And then we just need power for these filters, but that's easy. Okay. Alright, let's let them build that. And this has to be higher priority than the electrolyzer, because that has to be on before that, otherwise all this hydrogen is going to leak out. Okay. And the blueprint, I don't know what I want, but I'll find something. I'm just going to take some iron. It'll be quicker, make things quicker and easier. How am I... Ah, the filters are done. Good. So you were oxygen. And then you are going to be, when the time comes, you're going to be hydrogen. Okay. Obviously, nothing's done here yet, but at least with the filters in place, I can set them and forget about them. Okay, yes, you started before this was ready. I really did not want you to do that. Because now we're going to have hydrogen floating around willy-nilly. Okay, Mr. Electrolyzer, you... I should put you on a switch, actually. For now, I'm just going to shut you off, but... yeah, now some hydrogen is leaked up into here, and it will eventually leak through here, and up, and just get trapped up here where I totally don't want it. Good. Thanks for that. That's fine. It's not a big deal. We'll live with it. As if this air in here wasn't garbage enough already, right? Should I switch these over to hydroponics? The mealwood won't care, but it would let me put in oxys up here. And it wouldn't be difficult to do. The water's right now coming in and up anyway, so if I just have it come up across here instead... we just wouldn't need it to come across here at all. then I could use hydroponics here. Oh, I'm not going to be allowed to just change them, though. I'm going to have to rip all of them out. Yuck. Okay. Oh, these ones have been waiting on water anyway. What was I doing over here? I guess I was just manually hauling water in. Yuck. What we'll do then is we're going to just do every couple. We'll have to do them staggered so that they can build them. Otherwise they're going to have nowhere to run. Not sure why I bothered with this dirt square either, but whatever. I must have had some plans for something to be pipped in there and it never happened. Fair enough. I suppose the other thing I could do for dealing with this hydrogen, that does leak out, is I could put another pump up here, just throwing it onto the same line to go and get sorted out later. So if any hydrogen does happen to sneak by, I got a second chance at it. Oh, is that worthwhile doing? I don't know. It would have to go... Actually, would it even fit in here? No, it wouldn't, because it's heavy watt. Okay, no, never mind. We'll just live with it. If any happens to get by, so be it. So I'm actually going to call things there for today. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It really does help. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one. See ya.